Alright guys, and today we are going to change the oil together after having the long distance trip from Arusha to Dar es Salaam. So since I have been back from Dar es Salaam, I haven't changed this oil, and this motorcycle has just been sitting here because I was using another motorcycle, which is the big one. So today I'm going to change the motorcycle and I'm going to show you guys all of the tools I'm going to need. Even though there is a video which I made on how to change oil, but I'm going to do this video today purposely so you guys can see the difference between the oil used after a long distance trip, how it looks, and why it's so important to change the oil once you just come back from a long distance trip. So this is what you're gonna experience if you change the oil, I mean, for every after 1,000 kilometers. And if you don't take those kind of long distance trip, just normal rides, just your casual commuting, your oil viscosity won't be so thin compared to when you take a long distance trip as the one which I did. So you guys are gonna see today, and you're gonna see what is the difference between them. So first of all, I had this oil catcher, which I'm gonna just put down here for catching the oil, and none of them is going to spill. But also I have this 1 liter total high performance oil. But also I'm gonna use 80 millimeters for opening the bolt down there. And then I'm gonna use this brush for cleaning there is a strainer down there. But also I don't think if I'm gonna need anything. Okay, I'm gonna use all of these three to show you the comparison of the clean oil and the dirty one. So with that said, guys, let us get into this. So first of all, we just see where your oil strainer is located. And first of all, different models may have different location of this type of oil plug, of drain plug. So just look for your manufacturer's instructions and see where this type of drain is located. And for some reasons, I was trying to open the drain cover. Unfortunately, it was a little stuck. So I had to use some of the few techniques, and one of them was to try to attach this rope around the bolt itself, but it didn't work. So I had to use a hammer and a chisel to smash this a little bit. Let me show you guys. And finally, just after a few hustles, it got out, and I can show you guys. Let me show you. So right now it's a little bit loosened. If I just now it will get out easily. So when I say it was a little bit stuck, this is what I mean. So it was stuck a little bit, as you can see. So I had to use a chisel on the other side, just after smashing a little bit, and then it got out. As you can see, the oil dripping is so dirty. It is super dirty for sure. It's so dirty, guys. And after taking this one out, actually, because I just hammered a little bit, and if you can see, it's a little bit worn. Also, let me zoom a little bit. Okay, If you look closely, you can see it's worn a little bit, like that way. It can still be useful, but I won't consider using this one. So I headed to the nearest shop, and I headed to change, or I got this one, which is a new one. As you can see, it has nice and fresh edges. So this one which I'm going to replace. So after making sure it is dropped a little bit, I have to remove the strainer itself. And that's how I take out the strainer. This is the strainer itself, as you can see, guys. So if you see on the edges here, you will see it has some of the magnet particles, and I'm gonna show you guys how to clean this one by using the petrol. Alright guys, so after removing the strainer right now, what the next you can do to make sure this one is clean, as I said before, you need the toothbrush. You can take it from the one the one which belongs to your uncle, and then just right here you will see there is a small cork for fuel from the tank. This one it cleans very perfect. So you just make sure you close it a little bit. You remove the pipe. It can be hard a little bit if you never removed it even once. Okay, alright. So I just removed the cork, the pipe, and then I'm gonna allow some of the fuel to drip in. Not so much actually, just a small amount of which I think will do the work. Okay. And remember, so the fuel which you're going to use to clean this one, don't put it back on the tank again. It will be dirty. Okay, I think this is enough. So I'm gonna close the cork. I'm gonna replace back the pipe which takes the fuel to the carburetor. And then don't forget to turn this one on again. Alright, so I'm gonna make this one clean. You guys will see how it looks afterward. Alright, so if I bring this one closer, you will see all of the real magnets which was trapped in this one are worn out and they are gone, and the inside looks clean as well. So if it's a new one, it won't look like this one, but still we want to make sure there are no dirties or debris along this strainer, so that the oil will be filtered along the way when you are still in use. So this is how it looks a little bit. It's okay for now. And this is how the petrol which I was used for cleaning it, now it looks like. It was clear, now this is how it looks. So all of the dirt is gone. So now I'm gonna place back the strainer cap. So after cleaning the strainer, as I said before, this is the old strainer cover. I'm not going to use this one, but still you can see there is a rubber around it. There is a rubber still. But for this one, because the new one, I'm going to use this for the first time. You have to take some of the clean oil and then you just lubricate around it a little bit before putting it in the gearbox. So that's how we do. Just put it to your lubrication, and then I'm gonna just press it back. All right, after cleaning the strainer, now I have to put this one back, and to put it back, you just lower the gear lever a little bit. It has to go this way, and you can just feel that okay, now it is just ended, or it is well fixed. As you know, this one which I'm going to use, the new one, the old one is just right here. So I have to put a lubricant, which is the clean oil, on the edges so that it snaps well on the rubber around it, and it leaves no space between the parts of the engine and this one which is going to cover. After that, just replace this one a little bit, and you have to just be gentle. No need to rush, so that to make sure everything goes correctly as it's supposed to be. After making sure it is well tightened a little bit, okay, now I can take my 18mm spanner, which is this one, and I think using this side is much more convenient compared to this side. This one we call it the ring, we call ring side, this we call box side. And because when I'm tightening this one, it just apply more power. I don't have like those type of range type of spanners where you can feel once the torque is enough. But for this one, if you feel it's getting a little bit harder, you can just let it go. Alright, and when you tighten this one, you have to tighten it to the extent whereby it will be easy to just remove on the other time when you want to service your motorcycle. Don't touch it too much, or don't tighten too loose. Just think about the appropriate or convenient amount you want to tighten your cover like that one. So as right now we are just done with this side, whereby we just removed the strainer, cleaned it a little bit, and then we replace the new cover as it was supposed to be replaced. Not everyone you will need the new one, but for my case it was necessary to replace that one. So right now let us go to the other side of the motorcycle, and then I'm gonna use this one, which is a plies. This is a plies, and now let us see how we're gonna do this one. Alright, so on the other side here, the main focus is just right here on the filling area, on the filling pot. You might need a funnel for this, but for me, I think I'll be okay, because I think I'm too good for aiming. So you have to take your kick, just twist it a little bit, and then some of us, you will have to change the oil filter as well, but for me, for this trip, I'm not going to change the oil filter, because I did it when I was coming back from the Arusha. So but for me, I did it when I'm coming from Arusha. But for you, if you think there is a need for changing the oil filter, you have to consider replacing the oil filter as well. But for me today, I'm just gonna change the oil and clean the strainer. So just twist this a little bit. Don't I mean, you don't have to apply too much pressure, just a little bit. All right, the cap is clean, even though I think I need to lubricate a little bit. So lubricate a little bit. All right, after that I just take my 1 liter oil, which for today I'm going to use this one, which is the Total High Performance T4500, which is 20W50, 1 liter for the volume. Actually, so when it's when it's time to refill your oil, I think make sure you have a funnel if you're not sure about your aiming skills. But for me, I have done this one so many times, so I'm a little bit used to this one. And I can aim perfectly without spilling the oil. All right, 1 liter is over. And this type of motorcycle, just take 1 liter. Right, so perfect right there. After refilling that one, you just take your cover and then you put it back. Take your pliers and then you tighten a little bit. That's enough. So with that said, guys, I'm just done with my service regarding the oil change. But right now, let us see the main part which brought us here today, which is the comparison of the new oil and the used one. We're all gonna see how the condition look in both oils. All right, guys, so and this is where the interesting part goes. So the oil which I took out from the motorcycle is this one. As you can see, that's how it look. But I had to take a little amount of it so that you guys can see the comparison. This is the dirty oil, and this is the one which is the clean one, or the new one. So this is the comparison, guys. So first of all, you can see the color is changed totally from this color to this color. This one is so much used. But also, I'm gonna show you guys how you can feel by your naked hand. So I'm gonna try this one, and then this is going the first one. So in this oil, first of all, it has a high level of viscosity. You will see the oil dripping is so smooth. You can see honey like dropping. As you can see, it's so intact. And this is the clean oil. You see how it flows, but it's going to be different. So this oil is a good one. It is a high level of viscosity, which means effective lubrication on your engine. But this one, I'm gonna try to use a different finger. As you can see, you see how it goes, just like water. It drips like water. You see how it drips, and you can see on the finger so clear. Let me just zoom a little bit. See? See? So with that said, guys, as a comparison from the after doing this oil change after about 697 kilometers trip, this is my take, guy, and this is my actual experience. Actually, this type of oils I recommend it to be changed after 1000 kilometers. But if you take a long distance trip over 500 kilometers, just consider changing the oil. It won't hurt your pocket, for sure. Just a small amount, but it makes your motorcycle last longer. So that's the best experience from this video, and this is, I can say this is going to wrap or to end up my video for today. I hope you guys to see you on the other videos. Alright guys, after changing the oil, I had to just turn on the motorcycle to idle a little bit so that there is nice circulation or proper circulation and lubrication to the engine parts and the gearbox as it's supposed to be. Even yourself, if you do this kind of DIY service, just do the same. Make sure you turn it on, it idle a little bit, so everything works nice. Right now you can see the sound is so smooth. It idles so well.
Like, comment, and subscribe.